We're back, friends. Hello, good morning. I am back better than ever. Got my camera fixed, we think. And today I have a nice little glute training video for you guys, which I never post my workouts. So I'm gonna get changed. I'm here with my girl Lauren Tickner today. So I'm gonna go through a glute workout, and then I will show you guys all of that. Make sure you stay tuned till the end because I have a very exciting announcement. And also we're getting post-workout pancakes, so you better stay around for that. But in the meantime, gonna get changed, gonna take my pre-workout. So let's get it. Okay, so I changed and I am just wearing Ethos leggings. These are probably my favorite pair. Don't ignore that. Favorite pair of leggings from them. They're just the white camo. I think that's what they're called, who knows. And I wear an extra, extra small. I just have a Forever 21 top on. And Till You Collapse sports bra, which I'm in love with. These are not sponsored by any of these, by the way, just what I wear. So now I'm gonna go hit legs. I'm also gonna be doing a voiceover for this video, so make sure that you guys have your sound on, make sure that you're listening throughout the video because I'm gonna explain the movements I do, the sets, reps, and why I do them to help you guys out. So with all that being said, let us head to the gym. Hello friends, so instead of doing some boring music, I figured I would go ahead and go pretty far in depth with this glute workout so I can give you guys maximal results and obviously explain a little bit of why I do what I do and just give you some helpful hits. So what I do before I start my workout is I always try and open up my hips and activate my glutes. And so you guys are going to see 3 warm-up movements that I do here prior to all of my leg days, whether it be a glute and hammy day, whether it be a quad focus day. So first what you saw was a froggy pump, and essentially, oh look at me messing up there, essentially what you want to do is open up your hips, kind of squeeze your feet together, and you're going to pulse up through your glutes. And then this is actually a similar movement. I just use the Bozu ball because that gets you a little bit more of an elevation, and I actually am able to push through more with my heel to activate my glutes and hamstrings. So I did froggy pumps, then single leg hip thrust, and then here I'm just doing single leg hip thrust again. Just make sure to really go ahead and push through your heels when it comes to doing those movements. Another thing is too, when it comes to working your glutes, prior to it, a lot of abduction work is what actually activates your glutes. So here I'm doing side step outs with a band just to get a little bit of extra activation. What you'll see is I'll also go into a squat here for body weight just for my warm up, and essentially having that band is just going to help me work my abductors a little bit more, and then also squeezing up at the top, that's going to help to activate my glutes. So after that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is open up my hips. Opening up your hips just allows for more movement, allows for a better contraction, I think, in your glutes. So I go ahead and stretch for about 10 seconds and then go into a hamstring stretch because I will be working a bit of hammies with my glutes today. I mean, obviously when you hit legs, you hit them anyway. So opening up your hips so that way you're able to squeeze more through your glutes prior to a leg day, and leg day training is key, my friends. Do not forget to warm up. So I actually made an Instagram caption, you guys can find the link below, but when it comes to my workouts, how I structure them is I really like to hit my compound movements first because those are what are really going to help you increase your lean body mass. Prioritizing them is really what's going to help you grow, and that's what I'm prioritizing right now to go get the physique that I want to get stronger. So I usually start off with compound lift, and I love sumo stance deadlifts because as you see, when I come up, I'm actually almost tilting my pelvis under and keeping my back nice and straight, really good form to make sure that you can activate your glutes. Now I went at a pretty light weight here just to show you guys, but essentially I did 4 sets of 12 of sumo deadlifts just to start off with a heavy compound movement because, like I said, that's what's going to really engage your glutes. It's basically working a very large muscle group, which is key to raising muscle metabolism, which is going to help you to increase metabolism, which means, hello, more post-workout pancakes for ya girl. So like I said, I pretty much knock my compounds out at the beginning of my workout. Compounds are basically just movements that recruit different muscle groups. So here, you know, with a squat, you're obviously working things like your
hamstrings, glutes, your abdominals, and essentially here I'm just doing acclimation set, getting used to the bar, getting used to the movement, making sure I'm engaging my glutes by pressing up through them. And then what I do is I actually go ahead and add on some weight. So I'm going to go pretty light on this day, a little bit moderate reps. So I'm doing anywhere from 12 to 15 reps with 25 pounds on the bar. I did end up going up, but I didn't record a set. But basically the reason I'm doing this is because I am going to band the movement so that way I can get a better contraction with my abductors, which is going to help to fire my glutes a little bit more. So if you ever want to challenge yourself a little bit more, just adding a little bit more resistance with a band or a little more weight is going to be beneficial for you. So I started off with pulsing squats here with barbell, but I died literally. So I just went into a barbell squat here, and like I said, pushing up through the glutes, you'll notice I have my feet placement. They're slightly turned outward because that is what I find when I come up. If you see, it makes me be able to tilt my pelvis under to activate my glutes a little bit more. So having a little bit of an external rotation, fail, helps. So I broke my band trying to do banded kickbacks, but basically I superset banded kickbacks, and I went pretty quick on these. Didn't want to focus on killing my muscle because I wanted to be able to prioritize the barbell squat. So sometimes I will superset glute activation movements with the movement that I'm doing, whether it be a compound or an accessory. Okay, so working some hamstrings when trying to work glutes is actually one thing I found is really beneficial for me, especially because a lot of the times when you do anything like an RDL or like I'm doing here, a staggered stance deadlift, it forces you to come up and squeeze the glutes. So for me, I did 10 on each leg, and man, these are killer. I definitely should have gone up in weight. But essentially what I do is when I come up in the movement, same thing as almost like when I do the sumo, when I do the squat, you want to tilt your pelvis under just a little bit and squeeze your glutes. Make sure you're pushing through your heel so that way you get the best contraction you possibly can. Some things to really think about are foot placement when you're focusing on working your glutes, which is one thing I think a lot of people just tend to neglect. And honestly, if you focus on your foot placement and pushing through your heel, a lot of the times you activate glutes more. I went ahead and superset that with a pulsing sumo deadlift. Keep your back really, pulsing squat. Keep your back really straight on any of these kind of movements. Another thing I did, I love these. Again, foot placement makes such a big difference on being able to come in and contract those glutes like you see here. If I was just doing this straight on, I wouldn't necessarily be able to bring my butt cheeks together that way. So sumo RDLs have become a huge staple of mine on glute and hammy days, and I really recommend you guys trying to implement these, starting off light, making sure you're not bending too far forward, staying a few inches off the ground really helps to activate the glutes on the way up. So here we go, we got step-ups, and believe it or not, these are killer for the hamstring glute tie-ins of your competitor. These kill. Basically, you want to place your foot in the box right in the middle when you first start, and you want to even maybe touch underneath like where your butt cheek is, so that way you can feel a little bit of a better contraction like you guys will actually see me doing right there. Don't lose your balance like I almost did, but focus on pushing up through the glute and squeeze up at the top. I almost kind of kick that leg back if you notice. And then what I actually did with these is I superset a dumbbell deadlift. So it was more of a conventional style, but on the way up you guys will see that I actually make sure I really squeeze the tush. I do enjoy supersetting accessory works. I like to keep my heart rate up a little bit when it comes to my workout. You know, obviously I'm trying to grow, so I try not to do too high rep and go a little bit heavier on weight. But this was an accessory where I did get my heart rate up just a little bit more, and these definitely did kill, but just make sure you squeeze in the tush on the way up. And then lastly, I just finished off my workout with hip abduction. So these are killer. I did 10 up, 10 down, and that pretty much completes my workout. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it rips your glutes apart.
Okay guys, so we just finished the workout. I hope you guys enjoyed the voiceover. I hope it was really informative and that you guys were able to take something from it. Definitely try that workout out. I promise it will leave you sore, especially if you're not used to weight training. So now we are going to go to Snooze AM Eatery downtown and get some pancakes, which I'm super stoked for. So I will show you guys what we eat and then probably end the vlog there. So we are here And oh my gosh, there's just so much. It looks amazing.
I really don't mind. I'm easy.
No?
Yeah.
Let's just make this.
Wow. And they're huge.
This is what fitness bloggers eat. FYI.
I'm so excited for this.
We're just vlogging a little bit.
Got something a little bit healthy for myself before I go ham on that bad boy.
This is what it looks like when you're out with a bunch of content creators.
She said it. She said it. She has a pumpkin pancake, which I tried, which is
Let's smush it.
incredible. But this one,
Oh
my gosh.
Oh my god.
Pecans,
Instagram
cinnamon
eats
roll.
First,
Wait, I'm
everybody.
gonna, so I just tried the
Instagram eats first.
So good. Sugar-free
You're
syrup,
eating
though, of course.
butter. You're eating.
Alright friends, so that is going to be my full entire glute workout for you guys. Generally, what I do is I focus on doing compound movements, and then I add in some supersets with accessory work, which is what you guys saw me do today, and I hope these tips were super helpful for you. If you guys are wondering about growing your glutes, I actually have some super exciting news. So I am doing a Pump Up Your Peach free 5-day challenge, and if you guys want to enroll, you can apply below, but I'm only taking on a select group of girls. And with 2 days, we already have 900 applications. So definitely hop on this. There are some incredible perks and some amazing prizes that are coming your way. So make sure that you guys apply below. We're going to be doing 5 full days of really learning how to build a lifestyle and pump up your peach. So post-workout, we got those pancakes, really good. Holy crap, I had a lot of control. It was good because I literally could have probably eaten 20 of them. They were incredible. So thank you to Snooze for having us as well. There are a few locations here in California, and they have a few in like Texas and Colorado or something like that, but oh my god, they were so good. Just trying to grow the peach, you know. But I actually didn't eat for like 5 hours after that because I was so full, and I just had some micros and protein to get in, but you know, gotta eat to grow, my friends. So that is another thing we'll talk about in the challenge. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys all. Stay tuned for the next one.